Have you ever dreamed of directing a breathtaking Studio Ghibli-inspired adventure? Or maybe a neon-soaked cyberpunk thriller? But, you didn't exactly have a massive animation studio or a Hollywood budget lying around? Well, today, that completely changes. We're going to dive into a completely free AI workflow that takes you from a simple story concept all the way to a fully exported movie right from your Android device.
Here is our production schedule for today's explainer. We're looking at the AI blueprint, writing the story, generating art, animating with AI, sound and polish, and finally, your final workflow and tips.
Okay, Section 1, the AI blueprint. Let's get an overview of the process.
So the absolutely crucial point here is that we follow these 4 chronological steps. First, we create the story. Second, we turn that story into static images. Third, those static images become video. And fourth, we add voice and music. Now, you might be wondering why this specific order. Well, it's non-negotiable because AI tools are, frankly, highly literal and easily confused. If you try to animate before you lock in your visual style, say your specific anime aesthetic, the AI is just going to hallucinate a total mess. This pipeline literally forces the AI to behave like a structured, disciplined animation studio.
Moving right along to Section 2, writing the story. It's time to act as the screenwriter. Your best tools for this, like ChatGPT and Google's Gemini, are totally free and they basically act as your virtual co-writers. You really don't need any specialized screenwriting software for this. You just talk to them, tell them your idea, but here is exactly where most people fail. They just take the very first thing the AI spits out. Big mistake.
You really have to push the AI, demand snappy dialogue, deep emotions, the whole shebang. But most importantly, you need to ask the AI to break the story down into distinct visual beats. Think of it almost like panels in a manga or a storyboard. You want a numbered list of scenes, say 1 to 10, packed with really vivid visual descriptions. Because those visual descriptions, that's exactly what we need for our next step.
Which brings us to Section 3, generating art, where words literally become worlds. Welcome to your virtual art department. Bing Image Creator is arguably the absolute best, completely free option out there right now. Meanwhile, Leonardo AI and Playground AI are just fantastic alternatives. They give you free daily credits, which means you get a fresh batch of tokens every 24 hours to generate a set number of images completely free. So you'll take those storyboard panels we just made in Step 1 and feed them right into these tools. But listen up, how you feed them is everything.
The real secret sauce for breathtaking art relies on a strict prompt formula. Don't just type "a girl in a city." That's way too boring. You gotta specify the mood. So, lonely. The setting? Futuristic city at night, neon lights, rain. And crucially, you want stylistic modifiers like ultra-realistic, movie style, and 4K. These very specific keywords force the AI to pull from high-fidelity cinematic datasets instead of just mashing together basic, low-quality web graphics.
Now, here is a massive movie-saving pro tip. AI essentially has amnesia between generations. It will completely forget what your main anime protagonist looks like from scene 1 to scene 2. No joke. So you absolutely must copy and paste their exact physical description into every single prompt to lock in that visual consistency. And whether you're going for a hyper-realistic look or a stylized shonen anime vibe, always add phrases like cinematic lighting and film style. It drastically improves the final render.
All right, Section 4, animating with AI. Let's add some dynamic motion to this project.
You basically have 2 distinct choices here. The easy method, just open up CapCut, drop your images in order, and add a slow Ken Burns style zoom with a fade transition. Boom! It creates a really nice, dynamic, cinematic slideshow. But if you want actual moving characters, flowing water, dynamic camera pans, you definitely want the advanced route. This means using generative AI video tools like Pika Labs or Runway ML to actually animate the specific elements inside your images.
If you do choose that advanced method, here's how it goes. You upload your static image to Pika or Runway, and you type in exactly what you want to move, say, hair blowing in the wind. The AI then generates these short 3 to 5 second video clips. And hey, this is exactly why we asked ChatGPT to break our script down into bite-sized scenes back in Step 1. It all comes together. You generate these short bursts, and then you just stitch them all together in CapCut.
Section 5, sound and polish. Time for voice and music. Now, if you don't want to step up to the mic yourself, text-to-speech tools are honestly incredible nowadays. The AI just reads your script right out loud.
TikTok and CapCut have some really great built-in options, but 11 Labs, that's going to give you that true premium cinematic narrator quality, and yes, they have a free tier. Add in some sweeping, copyright-free background music from the YouTube audio library, layer it under your generated voices in CapCut, and suddenly your project truly comes alive. It's a real game changer.
Finally, Section 6, Final Workflow and Tips. Let's cover some crucial bonus tips before we wrap.
Seriously, remember to keep your first project short. Please do not try to make a 2-hour feature film on your very first attempt. AI generation takes time, trying to maintain character consistency over hundreds of scenes is totally exhausting, and you'll burn through your free daily credits in no time. Instead, start with a punchy, 30-second anime-style trailer, something perfectly suited for YouTube Shorts or TikTok. Let's lock this pipeline into memory one last time. AI story, scene breakdown, AI images, CapCut or Pika video, voice and music, export.
So now that you have the power of a full animation studio sitting right there in your pocket, I have to ask, what incredible world will you build today? The tools are completely free, the blueprint is yours, and literally, the only limit is your imagination. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Now get out there and start directing.